Edit that.
He's not gonna edit that out. You know that, right?
Okay, so welcome to my kettlebell video. So what we're gonna start with is the kettlebell warm-up. The warm-up is the same for every kettlebell class, so it is important that you learn and memorize all of these moves. So refer back to this video whenever you need a refresher or some form cues, because it will be the same for every single warm-up that we do, followed by a workout. So you will need a kettlebell for this. For each of the workouts, you're going to be doing it for 10 reps per side. Some you'll do 5, and a few you'll do 15, but they all kind of follow a rule of 5 to 10. When you're doing this warm-up, you should aim to have it be around 12 to 15 minutes. So if you do the warm-up and you find that you're way under that time, just make sure that you're doing enough reps for each of the movements. Okay, so for the anatomy of the kettlebell, this would be the base of the bell, the base of the handles, the base of the horns, and the handle. So for the warm-up is a dynamic warm-up that combines static movements with joint mobility, which will adequately warm you up to do the rest of your kettlebell workout. So now that we've finished the warm-up, we're going to move into the workout portion. So there'll be 3 moves I'll be teaching you: the 2-hand swing, the swing catch squat, and the deck squat. They all build off of each other's moves, so go in order. Start with the 2-hand swing and then progress your way forward as you're teaching yourself the moves. So with a two-hand swing, this is the most basic movement of all kettlebells. And so what you want to do is have your feet shoulder width apart. You don't want to be wide or inside because you don't want to hit your knees with the bell as you're swinging. And you want your feet facing forward. So you're going to be in neural alignment, especially when we get into positions where there's a squat. In kettlebells, we squat with our feet forward. We do not make that compensation of having our feet flared outwards. So you're gonna grab the kettlebell by the handle with both hands and basically, almost like a deadlift, just lift it. Make sure your shoulders are nice and packed and not slouched forward, which is important when you're doing this swing as well, that you keep all your muscles zipped and engaged and not out of place. So to start the kettlebell swing, what you are going to be doing is you can push the kettlebell off of your hips to get the momentum going. When you're doing the swing, the kettlebell is going to go in between your legs and your forearms are going to make contact with the insides of your thighs. And then when you are moving your legs, you want to not do a squat. We're not squatting as we swing, we are sitting back into a chair and hinging from the hip, not from the knee. And then as far as how high to swing, we want to stop at chest level. You'll see online some people swinging it overhead. That is not what we are doing. So to show you a kettlebell swing, I will push this out, come up, and you want to lock your knees out at the top of each swing, as well as exhale. If your toes leave the mat a little bit, that's completely fine. And if your feet track outward a tiny bit, that is also okay. But if you notice it, straighten them back out. So from side view, you're going to push the kettlebell out. So there'll be a slight bend to the knees, but again, we're not squatting. So you should never have the kettlebell coming down like that. It should always be from a hinge at the hips. For our second move, we are going to do a swing catch squat. So what that is going to do is build off of the two-hand swing and then incorporate a move from the warm-up. So same start, grab the kettlebell by the handles. Feet can be shoulder width apart, or for the squat portion of the swing catch squat, slightly outside shoulder width, but no wide squat position. So again, we'll do a two-hand swing. But instead of swinging the kettlebell all the way out, we're going to do a shorter swing because we are going to move our hands from the handle of the bell to the horns. So we're going to come up like this and hold the kettlebell like this and then go down into our squat. So from the warm-up, we all did the deep squat. You're all going to do that position. Don't hold when you're doing this. This is just to show you for the video. And then come back up, and then from there, as you push the kettlebell back forward, your hands are going to go from the base of the horns back to the handle. So with exhaling, you're exhaling as you do the catch portion, and when you're coming back up from the squat. If you need to take a break at all, rest when you're at the top of your squat, not at the bottom, or you're gonna make it a lot harder on yourself. So from side view, just to show you another angle, have the kettlebell, shoulders are packed in a line, we're not arched. We're gonna push the kettlebell forward, do our swing, our catch, squat, and back up. So you want to squat as low to the ground as possible. Everyone that does jiu-jitsu should probably be able to do a full squat like that. If the kettlebell almost hits you in the butt, you're doing it right. And lastly, we are going to do our deck squat. The deck squat combines the two-hand swing, the swing catch squat, as well as a lower body movement as well. So, same start. Pick up the bell from the handle. We are going to do our swing and our catch and our squat portion now. Now from here, instead of coming back up, we are actually going to sit. Once we sit, we're going to start to carry the kettlebell by holding the horns, bringing it back overhead. The kettlebell handle will touch the mats, and as we do that, we're going to bridge our legs. When we come forward, it's not the forward motion that gives you the momentum to stand back up, it's the weight of the kettlebell. So you're going to come up, and when you finish, the kettlebell will be back at chest level. So again, you're going to do your swing, your catch, your squat, sit to the ground, kettlebell overhead as your hips bridge, and then carry the kettlebell forward in front of you, and come back up. So this one, when you're learning it and practicing it, do it with the kettlebell. It's way harder to do without weight, because you don't have that weight to help pull you back forward. So from side view, shoulder width apart, pick up the kettlebell, be in nice straight alignment with all your muscles packed, do your swing, your catch, squat, sit, overhead, and come back forward. And that is your deck squat. For the workout with Group Kettlebell Fitness, the way we do our workouts are always Tabata style. So set a timer. You're going to be doing 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, 3 rounds with a 1-minute break in between. For your first set of 3, you're going to do the two-hand swing. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Once you've completed 3 rounds, then you'll take a 1-minute break and you'll do 3 rounds of your swing catch squat. Once you finish that, 1-minute rest and then 3 rounds of the deck squat. Once you've finished all 3 of those rounds, we're going to do a chain. Chains are awesome because it helps to connect some of these movements that will allow you to do more complex kettlebell moves in the future. So for this one, you are going to do 20 seconds per move, but transition back to back to back with no rest in between for 1 minute straight. So for example, you're going to go from your two-hand swing to your swing catch squat to your deck squat for a minute straight, 20-second rest, minute straight, 20-second rest. So you will need to adjust your timers for that one. So you'll go. And when the timer tells you, you'll just transition right into your swing catch squat. And then again, when the timer transitions, right into your deck squat. So you'll do that for 3 rounds, so a minute of work each, 20 seconds rest in between. And then for every single kettlebell workout that we do, we will always finish with a 1-minute plank, which you guys should all know to do. But if not, from your elbows and your forearms, make sure your back is nice and straight. Don't be tilted or arched. And once your minute is over, so is your kettlebell workout. Whew. All right, so that was your kettlebell workout. That should have lasted about 30 minutes and given you a really good sweat. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are looking for any additional information on kettlebells or where to start as far as choosing a bell or any other additional questions, feel free to shoot me a message via Facebook or Instagram, and check out more videos on the Stratford BJJ YouTube. There will be more kettlebell videos to come.
Okay.